Hey there, health coach. Are you wondering if you have to offer a grounding and centering exercise at the beginning of your coaching sessions? Is this something that you feel uncomfortable leading? If you have any questions about grounding exercise or wondering if you should do them, then this video is for you. I'm going to share my thoughts and I'm going to offer some tips on how to lead grounding exercises. So one of our core competencies as health coaches is to be grounded, to be present and centered for our coaching sessions so that we can hold space for our clients. Typically, we as coaches would have some sort of practice before our sessions to get grounded and centered and present. We call this developing our coaching presence. And it's equally supportive and beneficial for our clients to be grounded and centered as well for the session so they can focus and really get what they need from coaching. But I do hear from a number of coaches who ask, do I have to offer grounding at the beginning of my health coaching sessions? So the questions usually come from new coaches who are maybe uncomfortable and have never led this type of practice. I think the perception is that it's going to seem too woo-woo and not very professional, especially from folks who maybe come from a corporate background and are just not used to grounding practices. I do, however, find that coaches who have backgrounds in yoga, meditation, who are body or breath workers are much more open and comfortable in leading these types of practices. So of course, at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong. There's no yes or no answer to this question about whether you should offer this or not. It really all depends on personal preference and what you're comfortable doing. In my own personal experience, I have found that grounding exercises at the beginning of the coaching session to be very helpful. I find it especially helpful for clients who show up to the session and they're feeling agitated, overwhelmed, rushed, or anxious. It's also good for clients who are typically unfocused and kind of all over the place. Grounding can really help settle and calm the client to be open and receptive to coaching, to really get them into the coaching headspace. So if you do decide to give it a try, you can certainly practice beforehand. And it only needs to be a couple of minutes long to be effective. It doesn't have to be a really deep, lengthy thing. In terms of what to actually do for a grounding exercise, the ideas are unlimited. I really offer and invite you to start what feels best for you, something that you're most comfortable leading. Here are just a few, some of the common types of grounding exercises. It could be a meditation, a visualization, a breathing exercise, maybe helping your client connect to their five senses, inviting the client to take a few breaths and set an intention for the call, maybe inviting your client to think about what they're grateful for, or offering your client to repeat to themselves a favorite mantra or affirmation. I do offer a few sample scripts in my Health Coaching Essentials courses that are a great place to start. So let's talk a little bit about how to offer a grounding exercise. I personally believe it's nice to simply check in with your client at the beginning of the session to see how they're feeling and ask, would you like to do a grounding exercise to start our call today? If they say yes, then offer a couple of options. Don't force onto them what you think they need. Some people aren't great visualizers. Some people are not good with closing their eyes. Others have a hard time focusing on the breath. So give a few options that the client can choose from, and then simply guide your client through your grounding exercise. In the beginning, it's okay if you need to read from a script or have a few bullet points to guide the grounding, but over time, as you build your confidence, I find it really nice when you can do the grounding along with your client. So closing your eyes and be really present with your client. This can really help calm your nerves as well. So to wrap up, I just want to recap my 3 key points when it comes to grounding exercises in health coaching. Number 1, grounding does help both you and your client to get present and centered for the coaching session and allows the client to be more open and receptive to coaching. Number 2, do what feels right and natural for you and find a grounding exercise that resonates with your personality and your style. And then number 3, make it an invitation for your client. Don't force it if they aren't interested, but offer some options to see what might suit them best. I hope that's been helpful today. I'm happy to answer any questions you have in the comments about grounding exercises. Happy coaching! Bye for now.